Good Saturday morning, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson. Let's go ahead and start off with the weather for your Saturday. Looking down near us right now, obviously we do have some rain down here. We do have a bunch of reports. We do have a storm report down here near Charleston. It does say several large windows were blown out of a tire business on Wesley Drive. The wind also caused damage to acoustic tile ceiling. So, um, windows were blown out of a tire shop in downtown Charleston. So that's just how powerful the storms are. And they actually did. There was actually a strong line that went through about like 2 hours ago. Um, and then we do have a tornado report for Georgia. Georgia did have a confirmed tornado today, or I guess a couple of hours ago, and it did do damage. But South Carolina right now, obviously, raining. We do have some snow up here inside Canada, some rain that stretches all the way from Canada all the way through the mid-Atlantic, parts of the southeast, up into New York, Pennsylvania, Ohio Valley, and goes up like that. You have some backup showers, kind of like back here near, kind of like Missouri, Arkansas, and then we do have some rain and some snow over here on the Pacific Northwest. And that's that. Let's go ahead and continue. Go on the cloud cover. Cloud cover right now, obviously cloudy. I don't think I have to really explain why. Why? But obviously cloudy just because the storm system's here and it's coming. So here's our sharp gradient cutoff. Current temperature 53 inside of Greenville, 63 inside of 68 inside of Columbia, 70 inside of Charleston, 66 inside of Myrtle Beach, 70 inside of Walterboro, 70 inside of Beaufort, 73 in Savannah, 68 in Augusta, 68 in Sumter, 66 in Florence, 64 in Loris. Those are current temperature, 55 in Rock Hill as well. I think I said 53 up there in the upstate. Here's our maximum temperatures for today. Maximum temperatures you get to around 72 inside of Columbia, 74 inside of Sumter, 73 inside of Florence, 69 inside of Myrtle Beach, 70 inside of Charleston, and 63, 64 up there inside the upstate, 74 inside Augusta. Here's our maximum gust for the next 24 hours. 28 inside of Florence, 24 inside of Sumter, 19 inside of Columbia, 17, 20 inside of the upstate, 26 Charleston, 31 Myrtle Beach. So those wind gusts still get to be a bit breezy out there already. The highest gust that I got, let's see, was around 13.5, so around 14 miles an hour already at my house. But those could get higher for sure. Here's our 24-hour precipitation totals. We're kind of really done with the rain threat, like the straight up flash flooding threat. Also, I did realize. Oh wait, no, actually, that wouldn't make any sense. But I do realize they did push the time for the 24-hour precipitation thing back because daylight saving time is coming, so they want to kind of like get with the time. They kind of want to stay at 7. So I do know why last night. If you saw last night's video, that's why they did not update it when I thought they would. So they weren't. I mean, they were still 10 minutes late, but yes, that's why they was not updated last night. But here is our 24-hour precipitation totals. 1.1 for Florence, 1.3 for Myrtle Beach, 0.7 for Sumter, 0.4 for Columbia, 0.5 for Charleston, 0.3 for Augusta, 0.1 for the upstate. So not much rain left, especially for the upstate. But yeah, so I guess because daylight saving time is coming up, that's why they push the time forward, because we're going to be moving forward. And here is our composite reflectivity. if you push this forward, I mean, look at those. I mean, some heavy downpours, heavy storm, heavy line of storms that'll move through. And once it moves through, actually, we go to the 12Z because that's, so yeah, here we go at the 12Z. Let's go the full 48 hours out. I mean, you can look at this. Look at those storms, like just passing by right there, right there. Um, yeah. So and then those supercell or those storm downpours are where we're gonna have to watch, right there. So yeah, we still have a bunch of uncertainty. Will these storms fire? If these storms fire, yes, they will be potentially severe. But if they don't fire, then it will be a bust, and we wouldn't have even had anything. And what I do realize, that the slight risk is getting very, very like short. As you can see, the ingredients are here. So yes, the ingredients are here, but the slight risk still have that 5% chance of tornadoes for Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Savannah, Charleston, Wilmington, Myrtle Beach, Sumter is in there. And then we do have a 2% surrounding that for Gainesville, Fayetteville, Columbia, Greenville, North Carolina, and Jacksonville, North Carolina. So that is for the tornado risk. For the wind risk, 50% chance for Jacksonville, Tallahassee, Savannah, Charleston, Wilmington. And we do have a 5% risk for Charlotte, Raleigh, Gainesville, Florida, Fayetteville, North Carolina, and Columbia. And then we do have a 5% risk for hail, again, for most of this region right here. Charleston, Myrtle Beach, going down into southern Georgia, northern Florida as well. So let's go ahead and look at the CSU and the CIPS, see what they think about this whole thing. So going on ahead, moving on to seed 2. The CIPS not pointing anything out too good. It's kind of like we don't think it's going to quite happen. But it does have a good wind threat. It has a very good wind threat. The CSU and the actual SPC is actually very much on point with each other. They actually pretty much agree with each other. So it's very interesting to see. We're just gonna have to wait and see what happens. But I know one other thing that we could go to, and that's NATOcast. It's like another automated model. Still does have that 5% risk of tornadoes for us. And honestly, I think a 5% risk is pretty much guaranteed because I don't think it's enough to be a 10% yet. Yesterday, for sure, I think a 10% maybe would have been conditional. But right now, I don't see it. So, especially since it keeps on shrinking. So, it's like it keeps on going, further east or south or wherever you want to say. So yeah, here's the CIPS thing. Also, one thing I do want to show is that there is I believe a day 4 risk of, day 6, I'm sorry. If I push this forward to day 6, yeah, we do have a day 6 for Dallas, Fort Worth, Arlington, Plano, and Garland, Texas, including Waco and Austin as well. So, very uncertain what could happen yet, but, we're going to have to watch and just see what happens. The SBC has called it out. And many other models are calling it out. They're even saying some things for a day 5 could happen. Even a day 7 for us is possible, but for some of South Carolina, but I'm not seeing too much yet. Plus, it's 7 days out, so I'm not going to go too much in depth with that. If we go to the excessive rainfall, it has shrunk a lot. We still do have that slight risk, but it's really only for Myrtle Beach and eastern North Carolina. So, very much it has shrunken, but we still have flash flooding. We had a flash flood warning in Charleston, for downtown Charleston, not even too long ago. So, we're just waiting to see Will this flash flood thing get all the way up into Myrtle Beach? Or will it chill? We don't know. We're gonna have to wait. But that's gonna about do it. So I'm gonna check CSU to see if it has anything different for today. No, it doesn't. Alright. Well, that's gonna be about it. Thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see y'all tonight with another forecast update.